What's going on, YouTube? Legend here once again, and guys, I just got done watching the new NTE trailer that they just released a few minutes ago, and it really hammers home that we truly are in what I like to call the golden age of gacha. We have game after game after game coming towards us, and the games that we have now are in a position where they're forced to step it up if they're going to stick with what these new games are offering, because these new games are working real hard to cement themselves at the top to compete with the games that have already earned themselves a space at the top. And guys, listen, I know you guys like to do your tribalism, you like to do, your my game is better than your other game, and I'm not 100% against that all the time, because, sometimes it's fun being competitive, it's good rooting for your team and all that good stuff. But sometimes y'all be doing too much, I mean, like, I remember back in the day when we had this PlayStation versus Xbox, feuds and wars and stuff like that and whatever. And, I joined in on that. I had a few choice words for a few Xbox players, and they had some choice words for me. At the end of the day, it was all jokes. My best friend had an Xbox, I had a PlayStation. I would play the Xbox over, go to my friend's house and play the Xbox, and he would come over and play the PlayStation over here. So nothing ever serious. But what's been going on online right now, a lot of you guys are getting serious. I don't know why. I don't know why you guys are actually getting upset and vouching for the companies a little bit too hard, the whole skirt versus Carter Thea. I'm going to play both of them, But I think that type of mindset is the only thing that's going to keep you from enjoying all this greatness that was coming our way. Because I'm telling you right now, what's the name of that game again? Silver Palace. When Silver Palace comes out and it's kicking ass, I'm not going to be sitting here trying to defend Genshin with all my soul, trying to say, oh, Genshin's still better. No. Listen, I'm going to be playing all these games. I mean, as many games as I can, because you only can play so much. Right now, I'm playing Wuwa, Genshin, Star Rail, and ZZZ, and like I'm spreading myself thin. I have 3 jobs. I'm working. I got a social life. I can't play much more than that. So some of these are gonna have to get cycled through. But man, oh man, like looking at Silver Palace looks probably the most promising out of all the ones I've seen so far. Like, they showed us so much, and I think that's really what gets it down, because like Ananta seemed like it was going to be the best one, but like Ananta hasn't shown us much. They showed us trailers, which is great, but like they haven't shown us actual gameplay. And if they do, they can quickly skyrocket to the top, where I think has most potential. But right now, Silver Palace, they came with it. They introduced themselves and say, hey, we're Silver Palace. Our characters look great. Our setting looks great. The gameplay is amazing. The world is great. The exploration is fantastic. We got all this done. Take a look, and that's a hell of an entrance right there. Yeah, I'm impressed. And Silver Palace is definitely at the top of my list. Then we have something like NTE, which is looking pretty good. They've given us beta tests. They've come a long way. I'm pretty impressed with what they've done. It's like an anime GTA. It's fantastic. It is quite fantastic what they've done, because there's just so much freedom. You can go into all these different buildings. There's all these different character interactions with how the characters are animated. They're very full of life, kind of like how ZZZ has their animations going. It seems like the music, they're coming with it when it comes to the music. The only thing that I think that's lacking a little bit is the combat system seems a little clunky, but outside of that, it looks great. The exploration, how different characters have different abilities to experience the exploration. Yeah, it's and then the characters feel full of life too. They're putting in work. They're putting in work when it comes to that. So that's up there too. Then we have, those people who might like Arknights Enfield. I've never been one who's played Arknights before, so I'm very unfamiliar with that. But like a lot of people seem to be very interested in that and what's coming with that. Then you got Azure Familia, who might have some gooner elements to it, and because of that, I'm gonna have to check that out and see what they got cooking. You know, seem like they may have like a little bit of like a Pokemon-ish type of battle system going on there. So the options are limitless. You can go for your gooner bait. You can go for your Pokemon adventures. You can go for your GTA type. You know, this genre is really expanding, and the thing is, the fact that these are all gachas now is good and bad. It's good because the thing with gacha companies is that they typically make long-lasting games. They make games that are meant to go on and on, right? So these aren't your finite games you play for a few hours, you play for your 50, 60 hours, and then you're done, you put the game down. This is going to be constant fun for us to go, and to go down the line. And they tend to bring in a lot of revenue, right? Because of that, that leaves them no excuse to be able to make some pretty great improvements to their games. So that's really a good thing right there. The bad thing is that as a consumer, as somebody who might want to spend, who might start giving into FOMO, things like that, trying to play a lot of gachas can be a pretty big strain on you. So we want to always be careful with that. So you got to know how many gachas you can handle, how much FOMO affects you, things like that. But I think that we're going to see a pretty big revolution when it comes to gaming, especially when these new games come out, and then when companies see this and they start saying, "Dang, we need to come with it, come even harder." You're going to see even bigger companies, more well-known companies, start throwing their 2 cents in, trying to jump it into the market and try and make something even better. Yeah, Gacha's definitely making a stamp on the community, and I wouldn't be the fool to miss out. I'll tell you that right now. But like, guys, if you look right here, the list goes on with all different kinds of stuff that we got going on. Like I talked about Arknights Enfield, Weatherway was already out. We got Do It Night Abyss, which is coming. Got Ethereal Restart, which I think just came out. We got Girls Frontline 2, which is already out. Project Mugen, which is now Ananta, which looks very promising if they supply us with something good here. The clock is ticking. The clock is ticking, Ananta. The clock is ticking. Reverse 1999 is out. Never heard of Aster Tarticus. As a familiar I just talked about. Ooh, Kingdom Hearts Missing Link. A moment of silence, please. Yeah. If you guys don't know, Kingdom Hearts Missing Link is development's been canceled for that, so that's not something that is coming up anymore. So that's a bummer, but hey, it is what it is. Hopefully, we don't miss out on all that lore that they had waiting for us there. Yep, Neverness and Everness that we just talked about, and then Persona. You guys can't see it here, but behind me is Persona Phantom X. So they got news coming out for that. So that's something else that we could be excited about. Again, we even got Persona coming in here. Like, guys, we got all kinds of great stuff. And the games that we are already out are working on improvements to try and be better and try and do great things. We got Wuthering Waves trying to make improvement after improvement after improvement. And then next year, they're talking about the Cyberpunk collab. So we got that going on. Star Rail in a couple months has the Fate collab coming with Saber and Archer and I guess a story to go along with it. ZZZ has an anniversary coming up, so maybe they might have an announcement for that or what they're cooking up there. The games that we have that we're playing, oh yeah, and Genshin too. Like, I can't count Genshin out because you know what? Genshin a lot of times is the butt of the joke a lot of the time, but they're working on Darkrai, and they've been talking like they're about to come with it when it comes to Darkrai. We're starting off pretty strong. We got Skirt coming, like where Varka's going to be there. We got all kinds of stuff going on with all these different factions. All the Harbingers are going to be there. So, like, it seems like shit's really going to hit the fan when it comes to Darkrai in terms of the Genshin story, and hopefully some other things. There's rumors of new endgame coming, all kinds of craziness. So, like, Genshin might be stepping it up too to try and get back up and stop being the butt of the joke all the time, So, guys, listen, I mean, the point of this video here is kind of just for those of you guys who may not know about all the stuff that's going on, right? When it comes to the games that are already here and the games that have yet to come out. But it's to clearly hammer home that like, listen, Tri-Bloom's fun and all, but you got to leave that in the past, let it go, and experience all these other things that's going on, because there's lots of things to be happy about. There's lots of things to be excited about. You know, for me, I'm somebody who's going to be getting, in the near future, I'm going to be getting Ji Xuan from ZZZ. I'm going to be getting Saber from Star Rail. I'm going to be getting Carter Thea from Wuthering Waves. I'm going to be getting Skirk from Genshin. You know, if I'm feeling lucky, maybe I might hop in a Nikkei and grab a thing or two there too. You know, and then when these games come out, trust and believe, I'm going to be trying them out. I'm going to try and sign up for the NTE beta for this, see if I can get into that. Guys, you know, make sure when all this stuff is coming, make sure you're having fun and make sure you're not spending too much money on these different games, because they're all going to be free to play, which is a beautiful thing. You know, you can try all these games for free. So yeah, you know, what do you guys think? Which of these games are catching your attention the most, whether current games or new games? Which ones are you going to try? Because I have an idea of what I'm going to try. And yeah, I'm definitely open discussion. I'm very curious of what people are looking forward to. And if there's anything that I missed too, definitely let me know, because I don't think I missed anything to my knowledge. So if there's anything new, definitely leave that down in the comments down below too. And yeah, and subscribe to the channel to get more content like this. I'm out of here. Legend out.